Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another virtual chat. My name is Alan York, the radio broadcaster for Liberty Athletics. Pleasure to be joined by Mike Hagan, the executive director of the Flames Club, and Amanda Ryder, director of ticket operations for Liberty Flames Athletics. Mike, we'll start with you. Good to see you. Again, football season coming up here. Slated schedule to open up September 5th at Virginia Tech. Home opener September 12th against North Carolina A&T. One big day coming up is June 1st, our priority deadline for tickets and different things with the Flames Club. How has that lead up to June 1st gone for you and your staff?
Yeah, thanks, Alan. Good to be with you. And it's for sure our staff, a team effort. Credit to Amanda and her staff as well. You know, this was a very strange spring for us. So we really held off on, really pushing season tickets and trying to get information out. But the response in the last couple of weeks and months has been phenomenal. Our fans are very faithful and loyal. And while there's still some uncertainty about what the fall looks like, we can tell they're excited to see Coach Freeze and the team out there on the field. And ticket sales have been great. We're on track to where we should be at this point. You're right, June 1st is the priority deadline to get the full benefit for your Flames Club membership and loyalty points. And a lot of people calling in this week, looking forward to that Monday deadline.
So when it comes to that Monday deadline, what does that mean? We'll start for the Flames Club members. What does that mean for them?
Sure. So we set one day in the summer, and this year it's June 1st. It was originally in April, and we pushed it back to give people more time. But on that day, we take a snapshot of every season ticket that's sold, and then we rank everyone based on their Flames Club level and their points within that level. So the more generous someone gives to support the athletic program, then they earn a higher priority in selecting their seats. So we give everybody from the top person to those who just joined this year, and we're appreciative of every single one of those individuals. But they get to pick their seats, and we actually have a day where people can come through, and actually a couple weeks following the process. But that day is the best chance to get the best parking and the best seating that those individuals have earned based on their history of membership and giving to the Flames Club.
Would you say, Mike, for those Flames Club members that are not Flames Club members that see this video prior to June 1st, do you think that encourages them to, hey, let me give a phone call, let me send an email, let me find out more information about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Easy to get a hold of us, although some of us are in the office, 434-582-CLUB, which is 2582, libertyflamesclub.org. Or just Liberty Flame or Flames Club at liberty.edu via email. A couple important things is that membership starts at $60, which makes you eligible for priority seating, for the premium seating. Parking is at our Eagle level, which is $120. And that includes, if you get a season ticket, parking for the entire season in one of our color-defined lots at $120. You're also eligible to purchase the Flames Club pregame tailgate and Fan Fest, which is a steal of a pregame meal, and really gets you involved. It's a great chance. And the good thing is to know that your donation is to support Training Champions for Christ, that all those donations go into the expenses it takes to win championships.
Want to bring in Amanda Ryder, and as we were talking before recording this, Amanda, a lot of great payment plans for fans, even extending some payment plans for basketball and football. So why is that important for the fans? What do they need to know about payment plans? And again, we want to make it as affordable and as friendly from a fan perspective as we can. So why are some of those points important for the fans to know about?
Yeah, thanks, Alan. Originally, our payment plan deadline for football was May 1, but we pushed back the priority deadline to just give fans a little more access and while we gather more information. We've pushed back the football priority deadline, payment plan deadline, to August 1st. And so you can still get in, with that priority by June 1, but still kind of spread your payments out over the next couple of months. And that's whether you're a Flames Club member or not. So if you would like to buy, general admission tickets and you want to be able to spread out those payments right now by extending it to August 1st, that allows us to just kind of help help with that and kind of expand it. And then for basketball, actually, we are introducing a payment plan. And so if you buy today, you can actually spread your payments out all the way through October 1st, which just grants you the ability, once again, to make smaller payments on the day that you'd like, instead of having to do a lump sum all at once. As well, just gives you a little more flexibility throughout that process. So we're excited to offer that to fans with the payment plan extension on those deadlines.
Joined by Mike Hagan, Executive Director of the Flames Club, and Amanda Ryder, Ticket Operations Director. Want to go back to you, Amanda, and talk about the many options for seating availability. Obviously, there's the Flames Club, there's loge boxes coming down the road as well, but from just a fan perspective, watching a football game at Williams Stadium, a lot of options where to sit. Obviously, it's important that fans are able to pick the seats they want, but where have you seen kind of a sweet spot, some of the favorite places to watch the game at Williams Stadium from a fan's perspective?
Yeah, we like to say that, we're definitely a family-friendly environment, and I think we give a lot of options for those, for families whose kids just kind of run around the concourse because they're that age. We've got great general admission plans and kids club options. But I'd say our kind of sweet spot has been the West Premium Chairbacks as part of the Flames Club. As well as the West Reserve benchbacks, with just that entry-level $60 membership. But we've got some great seats on the east side of the stadium as well. We've got the East Reserve benchbacks, which kind of give you that access without the Flames Club membership up on the upper level above the students. So really, I think we fit, depending on what each person is looking for. We can really make sure that you get the kind of seats that you'd like and just help you have the best experience that you can at a football game.
And I know for those fans out there watching this video, I encourage everyone to go to libertyflames.com, find the ticket link, and within that, search football. And when you get to the football page, there is a really good Q&A that Liberty Athletics has developed. What have been some of those questions, Amanda, that continuously come up with fans that you enjoy educating them on?
Yeah, I think obviously with the, pandemic right now, people just are wondering, what happens to my tickets if we have to, cancel a game or move a game. And so we try to put as much information that we know right now out there. And also everything from, what time do gates open and, what are my tickets? How do I get my tickets? Are they mobile tickets? Are they print at home? Just some of those questions that we tend to get throughout the week and through emails, just to help people kind of make that best decision. We've got everything about parking information as well, just to give people a good game day, as well as pre-game, just answering some of those different questions.
And let's open up that mobile ticketing idea. Something that Liberty Flames Athletics launched today as we tape this at around 1:44 Eastern on Thursday. What has been the reaction, and we'll start with you, Amanda, to the mobile ticketing? How did that get developed? Why is that going to make it easy for the fans coming not only to a football game, but basketball and baseball as well, where we do ticket those events?
Yeah, part of it, obviously, with everything and just the landscaping now of athletics, is we're trying to make things as contactless as possible. We've already had pretty good mobile entry and print at home options the last 2 years, but just making more of a push with our season tickets as well. And then part of this is because we push back the priority deadlines, we're kind of pushing back some of those things. Just the timing to be able to get thousands of tickets printed changes. And so the deadlines adjusted quite a bit. And so by doing a mobile option, that also helps us to get, tickets in their hands a little faster, instead of having to wait for somebody else to print them and ship them and do all of that. But we feel it'll be faster on game day as well. You can pre-download your tickets, you can save them to Apple Wallet. And, we're hoping to get out some pretty good information about how fans can do that, instead of us having to grab your ticket or the ticket scanner having to grab it, just kind of showing it and allowing entry that way. It also speeds up the entry process, which I think everybody enjoys no matter what. And so that's our hope, is to kind of obviously protect everybody, but also speed the entry up a little bit for all fans.
And for those fans also wanting an actual ticket. You can get those as well. There'll be a $9 service charge to get those printed and sent to the fans, correct, Amanda?
Yeah. So it helps cover the printing charge as well as the shipping charge with that. And so it's just, we'll have that options because some people don't have smartphones or, the inability to print the tickets themselves at home. So we still have that option, but are definitely trying to push the mobile because we feel it's more fan friendly. But we'll be able to help anybody else out as they need it.
Mike, I want to go back to you. Again, we talked about mobile ticketing. I want to talk about the safety of the fans coming into the stadium and how that has been a priority for a lot of teams, including Liberty, leading up to the pandemic. And now it's just going to be more of a focus. So what are some of those conversations that you've had with Ian McCaw and our staff about the safety coming to a game at Williams Stadium, including concessions with Grubhub, who's going to be involved with different things like that now too?
Yeah, Alan, I think one thing that hasn't changed is it's always been our focus to keep our fans safe. If you remember, I think it was 2 years ago, it was lightning delay season. And those are sometimes uncomfortable things and frustrating, but ultimately it's about the fan safety. So we've had too many meetings to count, and we're going to have a lot more about fan safety as the situation nationally, but also in Virginia and Lynchburg, trying to see what is right for our fans. We want to be cautious and present a safe, as Amanda said, family-friendly environment. And that means a lot of things. So some of the things Amanda mentioned was contactless. We are looking at ways of, even when someone enters one of our parking lots, how do we do a contactless parking check-in rather than taking the parking tag, tearing it, and handing it back to the customer. So it's in those details. Yes, we're having conversations about face masks and gloves and everything that may be necessary, where the right spot is in those things. You mentioned Grubhub. Very excited. Sodexo, our on-campus food services provider, actually launched it on campus this spring, but we plan to have it in the stadium that just like you can use Grubhub to order dinner from any of our Flame sponsors and have it delivered to your house, we anticipate that this season you'll be able to order food and go pick it up pre-made and packaged at some of the concession stands. We're talking a lot of things about, social distancing, and we have the pregame tailgate at FanFest that we might space the tables out a little bit more and seat fewer people at those tables. And what was historically a lot of very traditional buffets is going to look a little different. So we may be handing over some packaged food, the way we handle condiments, some of the things that you've seen at every local restaurant you've been to or tried to go to in the last couple of weeks. Things just feel different. And we're very optimistic about where we're going to be come September, but trying to feel out what's right. And ultimately, I think we're going to provide a great product and environment for our fans. It is going to feel different. So we just got to think about what that looks like.
And again, I know for me, as we're joined by Mike Hagan, Executive Director of the Flames Club, and Amanda Ryder, Ticket Operations Director for Liberty Flames Athletics. I know for me, guys, when I'm reading stories on different schools, different conferences, setting dates for student athletes to return, I get excited. I think that's one day closer to Liberty Flames Athletics coming back. And again, there's conversations going on with the ASUN, the conference that we play in. And obviously we're independent in football, but all that works together in unison. As you see these stories, Mike, are you hearing from fans asking questions? Hey, when's Liberty coming back? And even though we don't have that answer right now, it's still, I think we're one step closer, not only to football, but having things come back to as normal as possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's every day. It's multiple times a day that we see a little bit of news about one campus announces what they're going to do for seating capacity, which is a conversation we're trying to figure out. And another campus says, hey, student athletes will be back in a certain time. Just even I ran to grab lunch on campus and saw some student athletes that I think have never left. And it's just good to see students on campus, even if they're not student athletes, that preparing for summer school. And we are for sure anxious. I know our fans are anxious, and you hear a little bit that as well of as we, have had discussions about, hey, what does the away game like at Virginia Tech going to feel like on September 5th? we're excited about it, and we're planning those away events. But yeah, every time, and it can be the simple things right now too, is right. A daycare reopens, that another restaurant reopens. We can go out to dinner with somebody. That those things are small steps that mean a lot to us, but also give a perspective of our fans of one step closer to yelling and screaming in the stands. It's going to be great.
And again, as we're joined by Mike Hagan and Amanda Ryder, the amenities to be part of the Flames Club. Mike, there's some changes coming to the club room, third floor at the Carter Tower. Again, phase 2 of the expansion, if you will, starting in different increments in the next, year, I guess. But when I speak of that, I'm talking about loge boxes that have been, talked about, different ways to watch the game. So from a 2020 perspective, how might things look a little bit different for the amenities in the club room leading up to game day?
Yeah, as we've talked about our Flames Club tailgate, which is in FanFest, it's a great experience. Fans can buy a season ticket or a single meal for $9. It's a great experience that you can bring your kids and enjoy the inflatables, all those amenities for FanFest. We are planning on live music at FanFest every game this year, whether that's a DJ or a band. We just had a meeting this morning about bringing in, I think it's a 16-foot tall screen. So I don't know how wide it is, but to watch some large games pregame, where Alan, of course, you guys have your pregame show. But we have that, and it's going to feel a little bit different this year. Again, we're going to spread some things out, mix up the menu. We do have on the second floor of Williams Stadium, which is where our training table is for athletes. We have the Ledge pregame hospitality. So another opportunity for those fans to come and enjoy a good meal. This is out of the elements, and entertain a little bit, possibly for those who have some corporate clients before the game. And then we have the club room that you mentioned, Alan, on the third floor. We did add 44 what we're calling our luxury indoor club seats, which is a window front seat. It's a nice executive chair, and you have your kind of own tablet to share with a friend or a fan that you can watch another game while watching the Flames as well. We did expand a little bit in the club room, took out some of the storage areas, and we've actually ordered all new furniture for the club. So some of those things, along with what we talked about, different menu and how we're going to serve some of the food, is going to be, I think, as we say, rise with us. We have raised the bar again of what we're going to provide to our fans. And the same thing for the basketball arena, where the loge boxes, the club area, a courtside club as well. A lot of really exciting stuff, and to see our fans respond to that eagerly. I know when basketball tickets went on sale, Amanda's staff, the phone was ringing off the hook. It's great. Flames Nation is excited.
And that brings us to a great segue, Amanda. Basketball tickets a couple of weeks ago went on sale. Mike, you touched on the excitement around the basketball team. For those of you on social media, our basketball account today posted a little tease into the arena with head coach Richie McKay of the men's team. Just a thought or two on basketball tickets, Amanda. What can you tell us outside of the reaction that Mike was telling about? All the fans really excited for that.
Yeah, thanks, Alan. We went on sale with basketball season tickets on Friday, May 15th, and like he said, phones were ringing off the hook. We have a great sales staff that help facilitate a lot of that. So our fans are excited and I think ready for November for us to kind of open the arena with that first home game. And I think a big change for fans is obviously it's a smaller than the Vine Center, but all public seating is reserved this year. There's no general admission for the public. And so that's a big kind of mindset change for them. But that allows us just to make sure we can fit everybody in that we can and have that enjoyable experience. And so have some great family-friendly options, some great discounts for faculty and staff members at Liberty, as well as former athletes that are letter winners, as well as recent graduates. And so we're very excited about that. And we've got some great information on our website as well. And as we kind of get more information and more pictures and get into the arena, hope to be able to explain a little bit more of that, whether through pictures or just articles on our website. But we're extremely excited about Liberty basketball in the arena, and both men's and women's basketball tickets are on sale now. Women's basketball offers club seating, which will have access to that upper concourse club, as well as general admission for our fans there. And so we're excited about men's and women's basketball in the arena.
I think one thing, Alan, to add on the basketball arena, in the past, to purchase club seating, which is a premium seat in that concourse club, you had to be a Cornerstone level member for the Flames Club. So that's $1,200 of a gift. Again, Flames Club membership is not sports specific. It's for the whole year. We decided to open up club seating to any Flames Club member this year. So I think that's a great opportunity that those who are still in those entry levels, or Eagle level, which is where basketball parking begins. In the past, it was a much higher level. So we've tried to lower those thresholds for those fans to be able to get club seating, to get club parking for a better overall basketball experience.
Well, I know the last year for us with Liberty Athletics, with basketball and the Cure Bowl and baseball winning, a lot of teams being successful. And I know this next season coming up, 2021, the goal is to surpass what we've done in the past, and the two of y'all are going a long way for helping us do that. So Mike Hagan, Amanda Ryder, thank you for your time. Go Flames, and can't wait for the season to get here.
Thank you, Alan.